Yo, what's going on, boys? It's me, Daily Tactics here, back with some more Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. And today we have an insane ambush battle. So a massive convoy of medieval knights and medieval footmen are moving through the mountain range here. And a bunch of Roman legionnaires have come out of the woodworks to attack the convoy. The Romans are going to be charging down the mountainside and collapsing in on the medieval ranks here. The medieval ranks, as you can see, are footmen in the middle and then medieval knights on the sides. But the Romans aren't just hitting them with shield wall troopers. They've also got a selection of archers in the woods here too, ready to fire down upon them as well. So it's going to be a crazy battle with a lot of death. And both sides have some advantages. The Romans have the element of surprise, as well as the fact that they are going to be hitting them very concentratedly in different sections, but the troopers that are defending here have the aspect that they are clumped very close together throughout the entire arena here, making them one very large, very powerful force. So we'll see who ends up winning this gigantic ambush battle. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We're on a slow grind to 500k subs, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more. Either way, let's get into this thing. Right then, gamers, pressing start right now, and here we go. The ambush has begun with the Roman legionnaires charging down the hillside here towards the medieval soldiers, and the medieval soldiers are on guard mode, not attack mode, just guard mode. So that means that they will stay in a radius around their starting position and attack only when provoked, and so they recognize that there are hundreds of thousands of Roman soldiers coming at them. In fact, millions. Both sides have about 1 million soldiers at their disposal right now. The ambushers have a few more soldiers than the defenders, and that's because the defenders have medieval knights, which are of course a very, very powerful unit here. So there is a little bit of an advantage in terms of the power aspect of individual units in this as well. Either way, the Romans just laying it on thick with their charge that's going down here, trying to really strike out against these guys in ambush formation. It's pretty cool. I actually really dig this. I think this is kind of a dope concept for a battle, to be honest. Look at this. Ambushers just going in, baby. Go off, kings. Yes. And of course, you can see the arrows flying in as well. A lot of those arrows are dinking off of the medieval knight armor, but the footmen should be pretty susceptible to that incoming fire. We've also got Romans coming in from the other mountainside over this way and collapsing towards these boys. It seems like the Romans definitely outnumber a lot of the medieval soldiers over here by quite a lot, so that's good to see. Except there's massive areas where the medieval soldiers are coming in from different sides to sort of surround the Romans that are ambushing them, and that's because the Romans weren't in this middle section, so these guys that were in the middle section are free to go wherever they like, and now Romans have to split off individual units to go and meet them so they don't end up getting surrounded by these medieval soldiers. Pretty interesting stuff that's happening right there. There was also a massive cluster of archers way off this way. It seems like most of them have sort of split off and gone in different directions to just start firing in at the enemies in all different directions here. While we go ahead and do our first time-lapse of the video here, and I think we should do a time-lapse of right about here, between this massive melee fight in the middle, and just check out what happens with this arrow fire coming in. Roman shield wall holding firm. Should be pretty sick. Alright, so at this point in time, it seems like most of the medieval footmen are dead on the battlefield, and it's going to be up to the medieval knights to really make that comeback and get the dubski for the boys. Right now, the medieval knights have 4 million kills, and the Romans have about 400,000. It's a very different number. Very, very different number. So they have about 400,000 kills, and the Romans have about 200,000 kills. But remember, the Romans do outnumber the medieval knights by quite a bit. So it's not too big of a worry in the grand scheme of things here. Either way, it looks like actually the Romans have broken off from this area of the battlefield, managing to defeat a very, very thin line of medieval soldiers over here, because it seems like most of the medieval soldiers went to this side of the battlefield at this ambush point. And so now these guys have to actually split off a bunch of soldiers to go and meet the Romans who are flanking them to create a second line here, which will likely go down pretty quickly again because it's just a super thin line. And there's of course archer fire coming in here as well, although the heavy knights are pretty resistant to that. They're not super vulnerable to that, so that should be okay for them. The footmen is another story. They are super vulnerable to the archer fire, and you can see a number of footmen here getting hit by it and dying on the battlefield. You can see their bodies here, so that will be a problem for the footmen, but for the heavy knights, not so much. So the Romans, over here there's some interesting stuff happening. Actually, the medieval soldiers are continuing. You can see they keep on flanking, and then having the Romans have to go back and support, then flanking again, then rinse and repeat. You can see by these dead body piles here. That's kind of a neat little sort of thing you can see there. And they're doing it again right now. So this is looking bad for the Romans over this way. And in other areas, it's looking good for the Romans and bad for the medieval knights. It's really a crapshoot right now. You know, lots of different areas doing different things for both sides at the end of the day. So kind of kooky at the moment, kind of kooky. Over here is really bad for the Romans, actually. Look at this. So many Romans died over this way. Holy cow. And lots of footmen now charging up here and going for the archers that are up in these woods and trying to exterminate the last of these archers up here, who are just spamming fire into them right now. And that's about all they could do. Those guys are definitely dead. As doornails pretty soon here. So the middle seems to fall to the medieval armies. Meanwhile, these outskirts over here seem to be falling to the Romans, who are managing to do big breakthroughs over here. So yeah, different parts of the battlefield having totally different outcomes. It seems like way out on the edges here, the Romans totally obliterated the medieval armies. So still a lot of battle to go, for sure. Let's do another time lapse here. Alright, so we just watched that Roman position actually kind of crumble. So the knights are still killing it in the middle, but the Roman reinforcements are still on their way there. So they're just sort of buying some time right now. It seems like they're actually killing a few stragglers who are hanging out here as well. So, you know, the Romans are giving these knights a lot of time to beat up their middle lines over this way. However, it seems like the Romans actually defeated much of the knights over here as well, and are now going to be cruising back this way. There is a small little knight holdout over here apparently, and they're taken down, and there's a couple more holdouts over here too. But for the most part, the Romans seem to be clobbering these lines as well, and will once again soon be moving towards the middle to take out these knights over here. It does seem like this is definitely going to end up being a big Roman victory, like a without a doubt Roman style victory here. But, you know, they did have a pretty powerful ambush. I think I might have overestimated the power of the heavy knights. I thought they would be a lot better than the Romans. They're actually just a little bit better than the Romans. I'd say like probably 2 or 3 heavy knights are worth 1 Roman. 2 or 3 Romans are worth 1 heavy knight. So I think I overestimated the power of the heavy knights a little bit, which definitely gave the Romans a bigger edge in this ambush battle here. But let's go ahead and having trouble talking today, boys. Let's go ahead and have one more little time lapse here of the final stand of the heavy knights versus the Romans. Alright, so it seems like the Romans did end up winning here. There are apparently 172 medieval soldiers left. But no idea where they are. No idea, I can't find them. Seems like the Romans have no idea either. So they're just chilling. The Romans ended up getting 700,000 kills. The medieval knights ended up getting 400,000 kills. Like, I definitely overestimated the strength of the medieval soldiers here, but it was still fun to see an ambush battle happen in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. I could definitely refine it and try it again and try and get it a little bit more even Stevens in the future and stuff like that, and really try and make sure that it is a little bit more ambushy as well. You know, really kind of drawing it out, the ambush part of the battle, the troopers coming in from the sides and stuff. Maybe all missile units would work better, like a World War II style ambush would maybe work better in this. I don't know, but I understand this video definitely had some problems with the setup, but I thought it was a good first try, a pretty fun video too. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit the like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more. Either way, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.